Let us affirm for truthfulness today from the book Affirmations for Self-Healing by Swami Kriyananda. First, I'll read to you what Swami Kriyananda has written about truthfulness. Truthfulness is not a statement of unpleasant facts and unflattering opinions. Such statements are usually born of pride. But truthfulness is the effort always to see the divine truth behind appearances. It is the effort to express always that aspect of truth which may prove the most beneficial. Truthfulness, as applied to ourselves, means not to hide behind self-flattering justifications, to look honestly at our real motives for doing anything, and not to flinch before unpleasant realities in ourselves. Truthfulness means seeing things as they really are, but then looking more deeply ways to improve those realities. So it is very important to note that truthfulness is not just stating unpleasant facts. In truth, uh, many of us, when somebody asks, excuse me, when someone asks a suggestion about any anything, it might be a art they did, it might be a dish they prepared, or it might be a situation in their life where they are asking you advice. Sometimes we may not be able to give a positive information or reply positively, but that doesn't mean that we should lie about it. When somebody, for example, makes a beautiful painting, uh, or the painting is not so beautiful, and they ask your opinion, you can say that instead of saying, I don't like it, maybe you don't like it, it's the truth, but you should also mention it in a kinder way. You can say that, I know that you can do better. When in one of our Nayaswamis, when they went to visit a person who was admitted in hospital for treatment, the person asked the Nayaswami, how do I look? The person was not looking good. There were tubes going into that patient's nose, and they were really tired, worn out because of the disease. But the Nayaswami replied that, I've seen you better. So truth doesn't just stating the fact, merely the fact is not truthfulness. And Swami Kriyananda says that truthfulness is that effort which may uh, to see the divine behind the appearances. That is truthfulness. And when we apply truthfulness on ourselves, we'll have to question our real motives. Sometimes we think that we are doing something, we are working for the benefit of others, but in reality, we are actually uh, operating from our ego, and we are feeling good. And I read once in a book, many people offer food and offer help for the poor people in the roads, but a lot of them, when they offer, they don't offer so that that human being who's suffering from hunger or suffering due to poverty, they are not actually trying to may bring joy into that life. They are actually doing it so that they get good karma. Now, it is not wrong for wanting good karma, but it would be the best if we could see our own intention truthfully, so that we can improve our understanding about ourselves. Swami Kriyananda also shares a story about our Guru Paramhansa Yogananda. Once he was Master Paramhansa Yogananda was invited to a restaurant, and they had a lot of dishes, and the specialty of that restaurant was to serve raw food, and it was not cooked, and it was not balanced, and the diet was imbalanced, and Swami Kriya and Paramhansa Yogananda did not like the food at all. So the people present, who are present there, were insisting to give him to Paramhansa Yogananda. They were insisting to give a review about the food. He gently denied, and when they insisted further, he said, "You won't like what I have to say." And they still persisted. But he said, "No matter what, I have to be truthful." And he said, "This is the worst food ever I have had. And please listen to me. And if you don't change your methods, in 15 days, somebody might die because of this diet." And it so did happen that someone did die because of food poisoning, and the place had to be shut down in 15 days. But it was a bit unpleasant, but nonetheless, he did speak the truthful and the most, he did speak the truth in the most polite way possible. Now let's affirm for truthfulness, that we may see the truthfulness within ourselves and outside ourselves. We can see we can see things as they are, so that we can relate to the divine within and in others. So the affirmation, first we will repeat it in a loud voice, and then in a soft voice, and then in a whisper, and then finally in only mentally. And as we affirm, let's lift up our gaze and keep our concentration at the point between the eyebrows. And when we affirm out loud, we command the attention of our conscious mind. When we softly affirm, the meaning of the affirmation sinks into our conscious mind. And in a whisper, the meaning gradually sinks into our subconscious mind. And when we affirm mentally only, the affirmation, the meaning of the affirmation registers in our superconscious mind. So please affirm with me. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, in a soft voice, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, only in a whisper, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, mentally only, gaze deeply at the point between the eyebrows and affirm, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is, simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. With your gaze uplifted and focus at the point between the eyebrows, pray with me. Heavenly Father, I will not fear the truth, for I know that truth comes from Thee. Help me to see behind all appearances Thy smiling, all compassionate gaze. Oh.